How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the campaign trail. I'm going to be doing another version of the 1912 election. This time, just Taft versus Wilson. I want to defeat Woodrow Wilson with every fiber of my being. Okay? I will do whatever it takes to take down Woodrow Wilson. So, obviously, we're going with William Howard Taft. We're keeping we're going to keep Sherman? Maybe? How about Charles Fairbanks? Let's go Charles Fairbanks as my vice president. Runny. Do everything I can. Your message what will your message be at the 1912 RNC in light of your contentious fight with former President Roosevelt for the nomination? Let's emphasize. We must take the initiative to compete. How are we looking? Oh, okay, it's not too far off. Not too far off. I will reaffirm my support for the square deal and my ties to President Roosevelt. Okay. Let's try it. California's not going to do much, but I think that would be a huge. I think that picking Charles Fairbanks was the right choice because he was obviously Roosevelt's former VP. I feel like he's obviously qualified for the job, that's for sure. But I think that's still my best option. How will you address your opponent? Attack Wilson. Attack Wilson for his high tariffs. That lost me support. Oh, shit. Minnesota. Their most prominent supporter at the Republican convention, Senator Root of New York, has offered to campaign for you. Absolutely. I will take all the support we can get. We're still standing pat. President Diaz has requested military support to help crush the rebellion. We need to enforce. Oh, we're only 3 behind. 3 behind. Damn it, Colorado, you just don't like me. Same with Arizona. One state can flip this. West Virginia. Despite reluctantly endorsing you, Theodore Roosevelt and his allies of the National Progressive Republican League have created a progressive platform called New Nationalism, advocating for national health, social insurance, and an 8-hour workday. We can find a way. That lost me votes. Shit. Last year, the Supreme Court broke up the Standard Oil and American Tobacco Oil in a major win for antitrust advocates. It was certainly a huge victory. We're back to how it originally was. Your signature Payne Aldrich tariff hike has frustrated both supporters and opponents, which have led to a dip in your approval ratings. Tariffs are going to be a huge issue. That put us in the lead. Okay. Following the panic of 1907, banking reforms have taken a major role in legislative talks under the National Monetary Commission. Republicans, Democrats, and progressives are split on the kind of banking plan. I believe in a publicly owned bank. I'm still now in the lead, so hopefully that can continue to rise for us. Ohio is moderate, conservative, moderate. Okay. Despite your shift to the right over the course of your term, some prominent conservatives led by Nelson Aldrich are skeptical of his influence on your administration. We need all the support. That put me back to where I was originally. Damn it! I love how up here it just says Blaine, James G. Blaine, Continental Liar from the state of Maine. That's beautiful. Earlier this year, the Chinese Empire was overthrown by Sun Yat-sen and his democratic revolutionaries. Some progressives have called on you to recognize the Republic. I do recognize the Republic of China. Okay, we got the lead back, but only ever so slightly. Over the past few years, progressives and Democrats have been calling for a national income tax. I would support it. That lost me some votes, but right now I'm in the lead. Oh, this is tough. A major part of the progressive agenda calls for the establishment of a federal 8-hour workday and child labor laws. I do support it. I know it's a strong progressive stance. Where do I want to go next? Can I sway to Washington? Maybe? How will you discuss the construction? Beginning construction would be a major accomplishment for the Republican Party. 308 to 223. Okay. Just as William Howard Taft, I can do it. I can do it. Just 10 questions left. A major issue of your presidency has concerned the topic of conservation. In particular, your decision to fire popular progressive Gifford Pinchot helped lead to the enormous rift over the last few years. What will you say about the issue? Okay, we're gaining more votes. We might be able to even swing Kentucky. Black voters in the North have been wavering in their support. Some activists claim that you are not sympathetic to their interest. to an anti-lynching bill. That's good. It will help our margins in the North. Hurt me in the South. That's all right, though. Progressives have been calling for a direct election of senators. This will be a huge support. Kentucky. Roosevelt and his allies have advocated for the establishment of a number of reforms to the democratic process, including... Sorry, I can't speak right now. How would I support these policies? You can initiative, referendum, and recall. How would you support the policy? How would I support these policies? We can reform our systems without breaking down the structures of the electoral democracy. I support our legislators and I do agree with Roosevelt. Okay, we might be able to actually swing this. The past 2 years have seen an increase of unrest in the southern border due to the collapse of the Diaz regime in Mexico. You have sent troops to the border, but have faced criticism on the left for doing so and on the right for refusing to intervene militarily. I would like to go ahead and negotiate. I oppose. I do oppose. That's looking a lot more red there in the north now. I support a bill to do that. Yes, I do. I really do. Visit Ohio for the last couple questions. War broken out in Europe. We need to prepare. We need to prepare for this war and be ready for when it strikes. Vice President Sherman has passed away in office. That's all right. The campaign is winding down. All right, it's election night. Can we beat Woodrow Wilson? All right. 53%. Debs 2.4. Hanley 1.5. Wilson 37.9. Okay. With William Howard Taft, can I beat Woodrow Wilson in 1912 to stop him from ever taking the office? Last time, the closest I got was to the House. And I'm still upset. We have won the election. Let's see the final results. 357 to 174, 49.5 to 46%. Despite the splits in your party, as well as the best efforts of Woodrow Wilson, you have been reelected to a second term. Perhaps the Republican Party's neutral supremacy is simply too much for the Democrats to handle. The direction you will go is now up to you. You can try to reconcile with your party's progressive wing or oust them entirely. Of course, if things don't turn around in your party, you might face an even bigger split in 4 years, or perhaps even a third party challenge. Not only that, trouble seems to be brewing in Europe. Good luck, Mr. President. All right. Well, we took the win. We took the damn win. All right. I want to thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. Let me know what other campaign trail if you guys want me to do next, unless you guys don't want me to do campaign trail at all. I love doing it. It is so much fun doing. I want to thank you guys again. I'll catch you guys in the next one. We have finally defeated Woodrow Wilson in 1912. Peace out.